Homelessness in the United States is at an all-time high. Last year, more than 653,000 people, including more than 111,000 children, were without homes. In Arkansas alone, in 2023, more than 2,000 people experienced homelessness. That number up 6% from the year before. It is a problem so many cities and organizations in the state are working to combat, to make sure every Arkansan has a roof over their heads.
In the streets, you become invisible.
We didn't know where we was going to lay our head.
It's everyday people, and they're just trying to make it.
But it can happen to anybody.
It's a path no one expects to find themselves on.
I don't know either.
But for the past 2 years, Jay and Deborah Meadows have been on it, calling the streets of Little Rock home.
It's been sometimes on the street and living on the street, and then sometimes hotels, kind of sort of back and forth in a way at times.
Both 66, surviving off of a little more than $1,000 a month.
I decided that between her and our dog Queen, that if somebody's going to go hungry, it's going to be me.
Health issues taking their toll as they wait for word on a potential apartment. This one they hope they can afford.
I'm praying to the good Lord it's next week.
Never in a million years, I never would have thought that my life would end up like this.
A battle with anxiety and PTSD, leading to a fork in the road for 41-year-old Daniel Covington, choosing drugs over help and eventually the streets.
The stigma is that most people on the streets are they're either lazy or they're on drugs. But for my situation, it's mental health.
Finding temporary refuge at a drug and alcohol recovery program for men, putting one foot in front of the other as he grapples with the reality of securing a more permanent situation.
So on the streets, it's a process, and the process is very slow.
Daniel and the Meadows are just 3 of the more than 600 people who are homeless in the capital city. Another 800 are in the city's shelter system.
Hygiene stuff is very critical.
Aaron Redden wants to see that number drop to 0.
We've got to make a way. We got to make a way, man.
Founder of the nonprofit The Van, Aaron is stepping up to the plate to make sure the unhoused community in Little Rock is fed, clothed, and during life-threatening situations like January's winter storm, warm.
We were able to open the community center on East 6th Street for 4 nights, and we packed in, golly, it was well over 100 people.
But it comes with a price tag. The city and the Van spent more than $65,000 combined during that weather event, including hotel rooms for an additional 5 nights. Aaron says while shelter is a necessity, the key is to help people find a more permanent solution.
We have to work on housing. We have to have affordable and attainable housing. It's not there. It's just not there.
Issues echoed in the homeless community.
It's the cost of living.
It should be more accessible.
And ones the city isn't sidestepping.
So we're working on a micro-home village to house unsheltered individuals and families.
Once complete in the fall, the Little Rock Micro Home Village on West Roosevelt Road will have 80 separate housing units and can serve as an emergency shelter for 206 people. A community center will offer a kitchen, dining hall, health clinic, laundry room, and office space, providing a smooth path forward for those looking to get back on their feet.
Some people are not ready to get into that permanent housing piece, and so we see a lot of transitional housing needed. This is just the start.
Aaron calls it a step in the right direction.
Everyone's not always going to respond to everything, but the more options we have, the more opportunities we can present, the higher the likelihood that they're going to say, that'll work for me.
I don't know either.
In the meantime, a glimmer of hope for those like the Meadows, that this,
The Lord's gonna make a way.
is not the end of their road.
He's made a way so far.
And all across Arkansas, cities and counties are working to combat homelessness. Pulaski County is building a community village made up of cottages and tiny homes, affordable for those coming out of chronic homelessness. Little Rock Mayor Frank Scott Jr. also recently announced the hiring of a chief homelessness officer who will speak with landlords about incentives and create a list of vacant properties that could be used as low-income housing. In Conway, the city opened its first emergency shelter for the homeless in December. It holds a little more than 30 adults and has dorm rooms, bathrooms, showers, laundry, and an eating facility. And in Batesville, an organization that feeds the homeless hopes to turn a piece of land into a designated campground after the city banned the homeless from city parks after hours. The group's also opening up a new building that will offer showers and a community resource office. To see what other cities and counties are doing in the state, or to let us know what your community is doing to combat homelessness, look for this story on our website, KARK.com.